Oh, welcome back to Terrible Fishing. Well, I'm going to give you my impression over my new machine, an Atom Stack 12-watt laser engraver. So stay tuned. Now, laser engraver. I looked at a lot of different brands, and there's a lot of really good brands out there. And this time of year, there's no shortage of Black Friday sales. So I don't know which one is really better than the other, because I've only owned the one. But the Atom Stack 12-watt was 2 watts better than anything else in its price category, and it came with a cabinet. So that's very, very important, evidently, because I have bad lungs, and even if you have good lungs, I think you'd have a hard time doing an open-air burn on these machines. You have to have an enclosed cabinet. You just gotta. And I did some videos on what you have to buy, but kind of double the price. If it's about $400, you double it to about $800, and you can get all the accessories and stuff that you want and need with it. But what's my impression about owning a laser engraver? Well, I'm an artist. I make bass baits and lures and trout lures and spoons, spinners, hard and soft. I mold and I paint. And I just love creating. I've always been an artist since I could walk. I could draw and I could paint. I wrote, 8 books that are published on the market, and I have lots of different, I've written plays even when I was a child. We even produced one in our neighborhood as kids. It's just something I've always enjoyed, is creating. And having an outlet of creation is really a great thing. And it's not hard. Owning an engraver is so easy to do. You could do something like the book phone stands. I use this one because it didn't turn out very good for myself. But this one turned out good. It's just on too small a stock. And business card holders, clocks, and combining my painting skills to this. This right here is a piece of art. Literally, you can do anything you want with it. You can engrave knives. You can engrave, pens. This little pen, and you can do anything you want with it. That's what's so great. The reason I got a 12-watt is it gives me a little bit more latitude in the variety, and a little more speed. And I see myself maybe later, in a couple of years, buying something much larger than this, because this one only do about like a 12 by 18 working area. It'd be really cool to get something that could do much, much larger stuff. But that's the artist in me. Go big or go home. I'm going to have sort of like a craft sale at my house this next week, and we'll see if I sell anything. But it's fun to make stuff for your neighbors, and for friends and family and for loved ones. Your gift giving now is pretty easy, because nobody devalues a handmade item. It usually has much greater value to them. The piece of art, with, a lot of painting on it and stuff like that. I try to make everything very affordable for people, so, they can afford, to give gifts that are sentimental. You can personalize stuff, and if you go online, you can see what people are doing. Etsy's full of people with engravers. What a fun thing to do. I mean, it really is a very, very fun thing to do. I'm enjoying it. And, the last few weeks I've had this thing, and I've just been wanting to, learn more and more and more of its ability. You will burn through a lot of wood, literally. But fortunately, wood is not expensive, when it comes to plywood. The neat thing, too, is that if you've got a local store that deals in exotic woods, that's amazing. You can do a lot of incredible things. And who doesn't like working with wood? Just the smell of wood is great. I will tell you, you got to have a case for this thing. Invent it well. I had to add an inline fan in my vent in order to really suck it out and create a negative air pressure within the cabinet. But by doing that, it really makes a big difference. I can't imagine you doing it without a cabinet. I really can't. It's just, do not buy one without a cabinet unless you're doing it outside. And it's snowing outside, it's freezing outside. Right now, it's 22 degrees outside. Nobody's going outside right now. My lake is freezing. Yay! So we're going to get a good ice fishing season. So, it's just my thoughts for all you that are wondering about laser engraving. Laser engraving is really, really a fun thing. And when I produce this, one thing about autofocus cameras, they want to focus, but they don't do it well. So there you go. I'm in focus again. And there's anything. You can make keychains with this, decorations, wall art, clocks, business cards, coasters, phone stands, and bookmarks. The bookmarks are gorgeous. You can sell those for $3 to $5. Wood, an engraved wood bookmark is, you could do a pretty good job with those. And you can sell them in local stores. You can brand it with the local store's logo, and they can have their own line of product. So, you could get out there and do something like that if you really like to do stuff like that. That's kind of fun, actually, to see your stuff in somebody's store. So I would, if you are thinking about just earning a little side money, you could do a pretty decent job by just doing it at home. Get yourself an extra $1,000 a month, or a few hundred. Set your sights low, reasonable, and still have the creative aspect of in your life. And I think those things, that's very, very important for all of us. So always faith, family, work. Those are the order of life. So don't mess that up. Faith, family, work. And whenever I was hired by anybody, they had assigned to that priority. They were third in line. And it's just the way it was. He wanted to hire me, and I got hired. I'm retired now. Doing what I want. But laser engraving. Simple. I found this website called Creative Fabrica. Millions of files, and you can just download those, modify them, do what you want with them, or just use them the way they are. Me, I like to modify. I like to take basically somebody's work and then changing it and morphing it. And I've done a lot of stuff myself too. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit like and subscribe, and we'll keep you in touch. Because I have baits coming in, and we will be painting those. We'll do some more fly tying and more engraving stuff, making stuff. And you could tell me if you want to have me make something for you and your loved ones. I love doing it. I really do. Just give me details and let me come up with something. I like it. Take care, everybody.